Social anxiety and how to overcome it. In this video, I will share with you 3 things that you need to do to overcome social anxiety for good. But don't forget, you need to practice and you need to be persistent. The first thing you need to do is to change the negative thoughts. To overcome anxiety, you need to address what causes anxiety. And what causes anxiety are the negative thoughts. This creates anxiety. Changing the way you think will indirectly influence the way you feel about social situations. Negative thoughts leads to uncomfortable feelings, and these cause social anxiety. Therefore, identifying and changing these thoughts, it is a great place to start for long-term positive change. Start by understanding what those thoughts are. The best way to do this is to write out the negative thoughts on a paper. Get those negative thoughts out of your head into the paper. This it will help you see those thoughts much more clearly. Some people with social anxiety have thoughts like, I don't know what to say, what if they don't like me? If you have this type of thoughts, you can analyze those negative thoughts, challenge them, and then identify alternative positive thoughts. For example, for the thought, what if they don't like me? You could change it to, well, if they don't like me, that's okay. I will congratulate myself for trying and move on to someone else. For I don't know what to say, you can identify and memorize some basic questions to ask whenever you need. Ask people questions about their hobbies, about holidays. These type of questions work very well because people love talking about these things. The second thing you need to work on is to change your internal self-talk. What you say to yourself, how you say it, influences the energy you give out. So change the way you talk to yourself. People who struggle with social anxiety talk to themselves in a negative way. They tell themselves disempowering things. I want you to take a moment and think of a person which you believe it is very confident. Now, I would like you to think, do you think that person says things like, in her mind, well, I'm not a worthy person, I'm not a nice person, I'm not a lovely person, I'm not a smart person? For sure, no. If you use negative self-talk, then again, this is another thing you need to work on to change. How? The same, you change the negative thoughts. Analyze any negative self-talk, challenge it, and replace it with positive self-talk. Using positive self-talk regularly, especially during social situations, will increase the belief in your ability to overcome social anxiety. I highly recommend to use positive self-talk before and definitely during any social situations. And the last thing you need to do is to face your fears. It's fear that drives social anxiety. It's the fear of being rejected, judged negatively, evaluated negatively, or being embarrassed. The only solution to face your fears is to confront the fear, to feel the fear and do it anyway. When you take action despite fear, you will get a wonderful feeling after that. You will get a wonderful feeling after what you have conquered the fear. I know this because this happened to me many times, and this happens to all people who face their fears. Facing and overcoming your fears is the key to achieve happiness, confidence, and success in life. Facing fears is the key in overcoming social anxiety. If you don't face your fears, you will get feelings of regret later on. You will regret lots of the things you didn't accomplish because of the fear. When you don't confront your fears, they become scarier in your mind. Your perception of the fear gets bigger and bigger, and this will feed social anxiety. This will make you feel more scared next time when you will want to face your fears. If you are afraid to face your fear head on, don't worry. There is another thing that you can do. You can take baby steps. This it will make any fear look and feel smaller and more manageable. Every time you take small step to accomplish whatever you need to, you will feel more confident. Your confidence will improve. So face your fears. Many people who suffer from social anxiety tend to avoid their fears rather than facing them. Although this can help to alleviate social anxiety in the short term, it can actually make the anxiety worse in the long term. Facing your fears will always feel difficult and will require bravery and determination. But if you want to overcome anxiety, this is something you must do. So I encourage you right now to identify your biggest fear, then break it down into manageable steps, and then act on each step in turn. You will then overcome your fear by taking step by step. This will really help you to overcome your anxiety. Put these ideas into practice and you will see that you will have results. You will see that you will feel more confident. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video. Take care.